I've had it. I've had enough. I've had enough of people acting like it's a thing, because it's not a thing, and it should have never been a thing. We as people should just move on and not acknowledge its existence. Right now, imagine this. All right, let's start like this. Imagine this. Imagine I wanted to make a let's say a book. Let's just give an example of a book. Let's say I wanted to make a book about talking food, right? Talking food. Now, the plot of this book, right? This interesting premise of talking food, like a talking hot dog and a talking like hot dog bun, right? This interesting premise. The plot of the book would be that this hot dog wants to go to a school, but their GPA is not good enough, so they study a bit, and then they get into the school. Like a little side plot could be possibly like their parent, the bun, right? The bun would like be suffering from hot dog cancer because they're like kind of processed. I guess it'd be like a kind of thing. Oh, I gotta do it for them before they pass away and stuff. Now, the first question you're gonna think of is, why is it a hot dog? Like, wait, what? Like, this plot could have been for anything. Like, it's a hot dog and a bun with cancer. Like, what are we doing at this point, right? Like, what are we even doing? Like, imagine this other example, right? Imagine this story. A person lives in on a planet, right, with their like aunt and uncle, I suppose, and they don't know their parents. They do not know their parents. And then one day they meet this older, like I guess figure. Let's say an older figure. And the older figure says, "Oh, well, he got a purpose." And then this individual finds like that purpose and then defeats the dark side. Now, what if that person who defeated the dark side was a bowling ball, and the dark side was a bowling pin, and the old person was that TV screen you see at the bowling center, and their aunt and uncle, well, let's just say they're the fries and cheese you get while playing bowling. The first question we'll all think is, why is anything bowling, bro? What does this have to do with bowling? Like, why are we fundamentally bowling, right? You would think that the story would have some, like, I don't know, like, I've always wanted to, whatever a bowling ball's purpose is in this life. I guess the purpose is I've always wanted to hit a strike, but whenever someone picks me up, they can't hit a strike. So maybe I'm the chosen one who's like supposed to get a strike for each, like, what's it called, like all the 10 sets. Like maybe I'm gonna be the first to do it, the person who cannot get strikes. That's an interesting premise for a bowling ball, because that's bowling ball centered. But what's a bowling ball trying to buy their parents, and it's the dark side, and they blow up the bowling Death Star. Like, what are we even doing at this point, right? Like, what are we even doing? And it just, I would not say it pisses me off. Like, its existence does not piss me off. What pisses me off is the acknowledgement and the support and the endorsement its existence gets. I had this one conversation, right, with this one person, multiple people. Like, this conversation has been had with multiple people, and I feel like I'm the crazy person for saying whatever it is, right? I don't want to like even bring it up. Whatever it is should not be partaken in things that happen in other gimmicks as well. If you're gonna do a gimmick, then stick to that gimmick. Don't just do a gimmick for the surface gimmick, and then the inner like part of it, like the cake, the bread and butter of it would just work with any gimmick. It just makes no sense to me. It makes no sense why this thing was an extent. It makes no sense why people would support it. Just 0 sense. Now, if you look at the first one, right? The first one is just like a perfect, story for what that story was trying to be. And I gotta take off this jacket. It's getting hot. Hold on. right? Now, that first one was a perfect story for what that world is trying to be. And you get introduced to this world where like each character is what you would think that character would be like, and it's someone's calling. Hold on. Alright, we left off with the first one. The first one is perfect embodiment of that spirit, right? It's a perfect embodiment of that spirit. Excuse me. And you get to like connect with that world and like the I suppose let's just say characters, right? Let's just say characters. Let's just say something more like abstract. Let's say the entities, right? The entities in that particular thing, they like the way they act resemble the way you would think they act, or at least the way you think people who are tied to it or like connected to it, I guess, the way people that are tied to it would act, right? It's a fun little thing. And the whole even like story, it's like let's not say story. The whole thing makes sense for what it is. Now let's skip that and then let's go to the one that's after it, right? The one that's after it is the same thing. The world that's is in makes sense for what it is, and that's like we're living, bro. That's my problem, bro. That's my problem. The things, right? The gimmick is a thing that exists in this real world. So if you're gonna write something that's about it, if you're gonna write something that's about it, right? Make it something that's actually happening. Like, oh my god, bro. I'm not pissed off. Let me just clarify. I'm not pissed off. I'm just mad at people who are acknowledging the fact that this exists and like do not mind it. They just do not mind that this thing exists, right? The third one deals with things that we as people can see, like actually saw in like real life, right? And not even that, it connects that part, the gimmick part, what the gimmick is. What the gimmick is, and how we as people also deal with that kind of thing. That's the third one. And also the first one does that. They both do that. But this hold on. But then you have that one, which makes no sense why it would exist in this world. It makes absolutely no sense. And the thing that pisses it does not piss me off. It does not piss me off. What pisses me off is people that acknowledge it. But the thing itself does not piss me off. But what burns me up, is the fact that the thing, right? The thing I'm talking about does not even focus on the fun part of it. Like, it has some interesting things. Like, I'll not deny it. I deny that. It has some interesting parts to it. But it does not even focus on those things. Like, it has so many cool things that it does not even, like, look at. It does not even, like, that's not even, like, that's the side stuff. The main is like, let me give this example, right? Imagine, what would be the best thing here? Imagine a Five Guys burger, right? Okay, not Imagine a Five Guys burger, right? But instead of burger, it's like this small. And like it contains all the things about the Five Guys burger, but it's this small because it's a side. And the main thing, let's say you say potato salad, like a coleslaw, like a whole bowl of coleslaw. It's like, we came here for the Five Guys burger. What am I getting the coleslaw for? Makes no sense. I don't care about the coleslaw, bro. I don't even care about it in the first place. Like, the first movie, not movie, but the first thing, I barely cared about it. And now you're giving me a whole bucket of it on the second one. It makes no sense. Let's get on. Please excuse me. Oh my god. just, I'm sorry, it's silly to me. It's silly to me why such a thing would exist. And I've never heard, I guess this would be kind of like, silly of me. Like, that's my other problem is that complaining about it seems like, oh, let people have fun thing. But let's not let people have fun. How about that? For once, let's not let people have fun. Because if we keep letting people have fun, we're gonna keep getting this kind of stuff, which I guess is actually a good thing because people actually stop going to the movies and stop doing something better with their lives. Maybe. Alright? Then the conclusion, let's end this video. Let's keep making that single thing so no one goes to the movies anymore. Actually, let's keep making that single thing because it makes no sense to me why such a thing would even exist, and it does not piss me off. It just, what pisses me off, right? What heats me up, what burns me up inside is the fact that people acknowledge it exists and people shouldn't. It's getting hot. I'm not gonna take this off. Alright, video is over. It does not piss me off.